5 things every leader can do, starting right now, to jumpstart his or her company's cultural transformation. Number 1, establish and then evangelize the rules of the road. There's no substitution for conspicuously stating and then aligning around a set of values, or more preferably principles, that fuel your organization. These rules of the road need to be specific enough to be leaned upon on a daily basis. They must be relatable for all members of the team. Mission statements and company values are critical, but too often they fail to connect with the employee on a practical, repeatable basis. When trying to solve a problem or improve the employee experience, having a series of principles that serve as guideposts enables a much more efficient resolution and provides a consistency that builds trust among the team, and just as important, instills a trust in your brand. Second, we before me. In today's me-oriented world, this one's hard for many to grasp inside the workplace. But I'm convinced when you look out for and take care of the team, they will respond in kind. In other words, your selflessness will become contagious. When those around you realize you have their collective best interests in mind over your own best interests, team members begin to focus on ways to help one another, positioning everyone for success. And by the way, the inverse is true as well. If I'm known for looking out for myself and prioritizing my needs over my team's or even my organization's needs, team members recognize that selfishness, and they'll also prioritize their own needs and their personal agenda over collective success. You're now left staring at an org chart, which is something much, much different than a high-functioning team. Number 3, seek feedback. It's always boggled my mind when leaders and executives act as if they have all the answers, because they don't. No one person does. The highest performing teams and the most successful companies operate in an environment that allows all team members, from the new intern to the most tenured vet, to have a voice when it comes to processes, procedures, new product ideas, customer service, and employee satisfaction initiatives. If you really want to know what's slowing down innovation or what stands in the way of excellence, just ask those closest to the action. And that's usually the frontline employee. Give credit to the people bringing the best ideas. Don't call out the people whose ideas don't work, but be very clear you heard the idea, you considered it. And if you cannot implement it, just explain in the simplest of terms. Number 4, be transparent. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Operating in an open and transparent environment removes any ambiguity about the path ahead. Operating with anything less than total transparency creates a perception of hiding things. And this perception results in a distrust that stalls innovation and stifles creativity. Members of the team, and more broadly, members across the organization, they're all adults. So filtering information or operating on a need-to-know basis sends the message they can't be trusted or they're not important enough to know. When you're transparent about your intended course of action, and most importantly, why that's the chosen path, buy-in and execution come much more easily. And finally, 5th, be candid. Candor in the workplace is a lost art. In fact, in a lot of environments, it's simply lost. To drive real improvement, you gotta be honest about the ideas that need attention. Sugarcoating or dancing around ideas of opportunity only delays the improvement process. Since the team most likely already knows what needs to be improved, that delay only results in apathetic and disengaged employees. Encouraging all members of the team, not just the boss, to be radically candid, focusing on the issues, not the people involved, is the best way to create an environment where people actually care enough to drive change. It's impossible to build a culture of excellence if you aren't clear on what aspects of the culture aren't yet excellent. And excellence is more attainable when you're candid about your shortcomings.